I'm Ellie, this is Olive.
And I'm Lucinda Fredericks.
And today we're going to be teaching you about lateral work.
So lateral work is teaching the horse to become more supple and understanding that the leg aids are very much to do with not just going forward, but also going sideways.
And we're going to be using Pivo to review our training.
Let's get to it and off to the warm-up. In this session, Ellie's going to be teaching Olive the first basic steps of sideways work, both to the right, to the left. For instance, if you're going down the road and your horse is starting to spook away from the side of the road and you've got cars passing you, your horse has to understand when you put your right leg on, it stays into the side of the road. And it's so important to teach them not just for suppleness, making their bodies more elastic and actually progressing up the dressage field, but also it's a safety issue. So your horse has to learn, you put your right leg on, it moves to the left. You put your left leg on, it moves to the right. So let's see what she does. The first thing I'm going to teach Ellie to do with Olive is to teach Olive just to step sideways in the walk. So 2 half 10-metre circles, small circles, and you'll see big bend in the neck, big bend in the neck, and just teaching her, take your inside hand a little bit behind your thigh, so it's very obvious to the horse. Good, and then Ellie will turn her inside shoulder back. Good, and you can see her inside hind leg crossing, and it's the easiest place to have the horse explained. Ellie's going to explain to Olive that when she puts her inside leg on and off and on and off, Olive has to move her inside hind leg across underneath Ellie's outside hip. Most horses will find it easier one way to the other. Next exercise, Ellie, into trot. So we'll gather up the horse a little bit. Good. And you're going to use as big an area as you can, just staying on the left circle which you're in. All right, so then I want you to slightly inside rein wider, exaggerate it wider, your inside hand wider, more, more, more. So the horse bends through its neck, bends through its body. Good. And they're going into the outside contact. Remember from the first session, your elbows, Ellie, your upper body up. That's better. Keep yourself tidy. Remember, your balance has to stay in the center of the horse. And as soon as you start leaning forward, then you're off balance. It's a nice trot, nice outline. Okay, and then we're going to change the rein, ideally towards the camera, so I can test that Ellie is actually swapping the bend. Good, the diagonal first, the bend, and then the direction. Inside hand wider, wider. So she really, really understands where her bend needs to come from, which is through the inside leg. So she's bending the front of the horse. Everything in front of the saddle is able to bend in front of the lower leg, and everything behind the saddle bends behind the lower leg. Very nice. Okay. And the rhythm of the horse, this nice trot, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, comes from your seat. Your seat can ride the rhythm and your hips are moving gently with the horse. So she's able to be elastic in her back as she changes the rein. Okay, so now let's move on and we're going to do the lateral work on the straight line. And she's going to ride towards me. She's on this line, so she's going to leg gild this way. You can see there the horse is starting to cross. She doesn't find it that easy. Olive,
It's a lot easier the other way.
It is easier the other way, but they have to learn to become supple both ways. Turn your body, inside shoulder back, looking where you're going. Relax the outside leg so the horse feels she can go that way. Good girl. And again, you need to repeat things. Horses learn by repetition. Very good. So what horses can do is they bend their necks too much and then they pop out underneath the outside rein. It's much more difficult for horses to come off the track and leg yield to the centre line. A lot of people forget that actually pushing them sideways from the outside leg is actually as important as pushing them from the inside leg. So now you can use the arena to push her away from the outside leg. Good. Right leg is soft. Try not to draw your left leg up. Relax. Turn your body. Good. Very nice. Now we're just going to summarise the leg yielding if we've trained you both to show really nice leg yields, and we'll test it, which is what the judge would see. So you can come down the long sides and leg yield smack onto the centre line. Not only does the horse have to stay in rhythm, stay in the outline and stay in the same cadence and the balance, it's got to show that ability to cross sideways with equal steps. Okay, diagonal. Don't you dare go on the wrong diagonal. So straight, rhythm. Little bit your hands to the right and across. Fine, but on the wrong diagonal. You got to change it, okay? Ready? Good. Finish the job straight. Very good. Now look at your marker, ride like you're on a diagonal line. Very good. Good. Good girl. And that way again. Turn your body, rhythm in your seat, relax the leg that you're going towards, relax it. Very nice. Very good. Good girl. Well done. One more this way. So your left leg is just going on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. She does find it more difficult that way, doesn't she? Just checking to make sure Olive's really learnt her lesson. Very nice. Very good. Now you can let her stretch. She's had a big session of lateral work. So we started the session just working on teaching Olive to just understand turning left, crossing her left hind leg, turning right, crossing her right hind leg. Real basic stuff. And then progressing to doing that in the trot, which is easier to do, I think, on the half circles, and then testing her on the straight lines, which is what's going to be the next session with the actual dressage test. So I hope that's been helpful. So Ellie, you can see here, she finds it a lot more difficult going to the right from your left leg. So you need to work on that and use the mirrors and the Pivo to actually re-watch it and see how much easier she finds it to the left rather than
what can I do
to the right.
On that left? Is it just repeat?
Practice it, repeating it, and maybe spend more time on the circles.
Yeah, because you can see she just doesn't.
She finds it more difficult. She's not as supple that way.
No, she gets more.
She'll get better.
Her strides are bigger on the other way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. She gets a bit shorter in her stride because she's not quite as supple. All right, but it's you can see it really clearly.
Yeah.
On there.
Yeah. You can. Her bum just gets left behind a bit.
Yeah. Okay. That's what your homework is. Right. On to the next session, guys.
This video showcases one approach to horse training. There are many methods available, and we encourage you to explore resources like FEI Campus and work with certified coaches to ensure the best outcomes for you and your horse.